Thanks for being here.
Well, tell us first of all, I'm thinking of kind of our readers, small business owners, bankers.
Sure.
What's your message to them?
One of the things that we want to do is we always reach out around the globe looking for businesses to come to the state of Mississippi, and that helps. Don't get me wrong. We've got German businesses here. We're a French company, American Eurocopter, but our homegrown businesses, these small businesses in the state of Mississippi that have contributed so much, that owners have been president of the Rotary Club, they contributed to the Boy Scouts, they work so hard. We need to try to reach out and help them in any way that we can, and we're doing a very good job of making sure that we're enforcing our environmental regulations and not putting people out of business. We've got a good legal climate. I want to encourage that by looking at a lose or pay type bill like Texas has passed. And I think they've got to understand what this tax structure is, and that we're not going to increase taxes when they come in and put their business. And finally, the energy, looking at making sure when they come in and say we want to put our business here, but we use a lot of electricity, we've got it for you. That new Kemper County plant, for example, that clean coal gasification. I'd love to see a new nuclear power plant down at Port Gibson. We're going to work hard to make sure we have the best environment for businesses in America.
Tonight, when everything was counted down, what was the first thing that went through your mind?
Well, just the fact that we had 5 people in a Republican primary, and we were able to get a pretty sizable percentage of that vote. That's historic. That's never happened before. As far as I remember, there's been very few Republican primaries for governor, but none this large. None with some very qualified candidates that were putting a lot of money into the race. And so we were very happy to see that there was no runoff. We thought we had planned for it, we had thought about it and anticipated that, and so we were gratified to find out that there was not going to be a runoff.
What would you say to your Republican opponents?
Well, I thank them for getting in the arena. This is a difficult job. A lot of people are very critical. You're opening yourself up to the scrutiny of the public and the press. And to get in that arena and say they're offering themselves as a candidate for governor, I appreciate them doing that. And I think in the future you'll see more activity in the Republican primary. I think this will be the new norm. 5 or 6 men or women in this Republican primary.
And your Democratic challenger, your camp's not going to attack, but it's not going to coast either.
No, we're not. We won't be defined, and we won't be attacked without responding. Republicans are like a family. Nobody likes to see a family feud. But I'm not in the Democratic family. So if we're attacked, we're going to respond.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
That ought to do it.
Your first 90 days, what are they going to look like?
It's more of the same. We're going to work hard. My philosophy has always been to outwork them, have a clear message, keep our 16-page plan out in front of people to talk about new reform in that budget. When we get to that performance-based budgeting, people do not realize what a change that will be. Still continue to open government. I think we've done a remarkable job in the Senate and the House with the governor signing bills that have opened public meetings, that have opened public documents. This is going to be an open government for the taxpayers of the state of Mississippi, and we're going to talk about that in the next 90 days.